Hello everyone, welcome to Dollar Tree Tuesday DIY. So today I have a little project for you that I'm going to be using some Dollar Tree flowers and some nautical rope and one of the trellises. So I just have an assortment of the flowers, the long stems and the short ones here. I'm going to be using that. And then I'm going to be using some of this nautical rope. And I have some already cut up in pieces. And then, of course, I'm going to be using this trellis. Now, what I've done prepped ahead of time is these have the long stakes that you can stick in the ground, and I did cut them off. So, we're going to be using these pieces, and then we're going to be using a piece of kitchen mat that I forgot to pull up here, but I will get that in a moment. All right, guys, so let's get started. Okay, so what you're also going to need is a glue gun. And I have a hot glue gun set on high. And I'm just going to pick whichever one I think I want on the front. I think this is going to be the front. And what we're going to do, and I hope you can start, is I cut this in lengths already. And we're going to start about right here. And we're going to take the nautical rope and we're going to glue it to each end. I'm going to glue one to this end and then I'm going to stretch it over tightly and glue it to the other end. And we're going to go from here down to the bottom. So all I'm going to do, if my glue gun is hot, is put some glue right here. And then stick my nautical rope on there and just hold it for a few minutes. Because we want to make sure that it's adhered very well. I am not going to be gluing the center of it. And you'll see why. So then I'm going to put some glue on this side. And stretch this over as far as I can and stick this side down. You want a little bit of slack, but not a lot in the middle of it, okay? And so we're just going to do that all the way down. Just going to glue that and pull it over. It doesn't matter if you have a little bit that's cut off, because we're going to go back and trim it up anyway. Just going to make sure that it is pulled over far enough though. And what I do, I'm going to go back and trim it, and then I'm going to probably just burn the ends just a little bit to keep it from fraying. So this is what I'm going to do so far all the way down. Okay guys, so I'm almost to the end, and I just want you to take a peek to see how close I'm gluing these together from end to end. Okay guys, so I am finished doing this, and I went all the way down to the bottom, and so it looks like a little basket. So I'm just going to turn it over. Well, actually I'm going to cut it from here. I'm using the scissors, you know the ones, just to snap off and trim up the edges. I did trim them up a little bit, but I just want them to be pretty even with the edge of the metal frame here. So I want them to stick over just a tiny little bit, but I want them to be pretty even with it. So I'm just going to cut just a little bit, try to make as straight as line as possible, but I'm not going to sweat about it if it's not completely straight. I will say it makes a mess trimming up. As you can see, I have stuff all over my table. Now to do this right here, I used about 2 of the 9 feet or 13 feet nautical things. Well, I used 1 and about 3/4 of 1. So that is done. So the next thing I'm going to do after I trimmed it off is I'm going to outline the edge of it. And I'm going to start here. I'm going to start at the top and just go all the way down and outline the edge of it. And I think I need to cut off one little piece here. Watch the fingers. I'm just going to put my hand down there to catch it. I am not holding it. Okay, so I'm just going to take my glue gun and start outlining it. So we can do this so you can see it. Now still, I have not put glue. You don't want to glue up your spaces, and you're going to see why in just a minute. So I am putting a good amount of glue on here to start with, just to get my cording going. And we're just going to outline the outer edge of the basket. And we're going to get another glue stick. Okay. And you might want to hold that until it gets a little dry. Ooh, glue hair everywhere. Okay, and we're just going to keep adding. Okay. Okay, so this is my last little bit around here. And I'm debating on whether I want to go around the top. I think I do. So we're just going to glue around the top really quick. Might need another lipstick. I had a little glue gun and I bought a new one, you know, and it didn't work. And so when I was at Walmart picking up a few groceries the other day, I bought me a little tiny AdTech one. And it seems to be working really good. It's a high temp. And it's, it doesn't seem to leak or anything. So I like it. Okay, I'm just going to put this across the top. Shh. All right, doggies. Okay, guys, sorry about that, dogs. Okay, so now I'm going to take my largest two stems that I have, and I'm going to cut them down. And I'm going to see if these will work. We're making a flower basket is what we're making. And I want to see if this will be... Oh, that's perfect. I don't want it too high. And I may save the foliage and put it in something else. So basically what we're going to do is slide this in behind the rope. Like this. We're creating that flower basket. And I want this one to stand on this side here, I think. And I want this one on, the blue one on that side. So I'm going to go right back in. I count these. I like these at the Dollar Tree. They're sectioned off 1, 2, 3 sections here. I'm just going to go into that one. And cut that off. And then cut some of the leaves off. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to go right back in between the basket, underneath the rope. Whoops. We don't want to go in between. Just very carefully push it down. There we go. Okay, say I want those like that. Then I'm going to take some of my daisies that I got and cut them apart. Okay, so I pulled some of the stems off my daisies, and I might have to cut some of these. So I'm poking out very carefully, mind you, with the scissors. Okay. And we're going to stick those down in between here. So I want these kind of in the middle, kind of standing up. Whoopsie. And I will say that's the only thing bad about Dollar Tree flowers. They do tend to pop off sometimes. At least I knew where that one went. There we go. So we're just going to stick some daisies in. Do one from the side, like this. a little bit lower. One from this side. And I got daisies. This is spring wreath, and I got daisies because they remind me of my mother. Daisies were her favorite flowers. Daisies and what's the little yellow flowers that come out every spring? I'll think of them in a minute. But anyway, I'm going to make them a little bit higher because I am going to put just a touch of pink flowers in here. I think I'm going to adjust these so they'll be in the middle like that. Okay. And I might need a few more. Bring that up just a tad. Okay. I think I am going to put just a few more daisies in it. Maybe a couple in the front. Like that. Let's pop off another flower head. Oh my goodness, the doggies are just barking at everything and everybody today. There we go. Okay, so let me, I know this is out of frame, but let me hang it up. And I am going to, I need to pick it up so I can look at it. I am going to take some pictures of this, hang it up on my door. So you will see the end of, you will see it hanging up. But I'm just adjusting it now so I can see where I need to be. Okay. Now I know you're probably thinking, how in the world am I going to keep these flowers from falling out? Well, I have a plan. So hang tight, we'll see if it works, but I think it will. I have to get my kiddos to help me out later on and go around chasing leaves popping off everywhere that I cut off everywhere. Alright, so I'm going to stick one daisy up in the middle that's kind of big. Move these around. And like I said, you can just play and adjust them any way you want them. Now I'm going to bring another little bit of color in. So I'm going to cut some of the pink flowers. These, I don't think this is what these are, but they remind me of morning glories. We used to have those outside of my house, growing on vines and stuff when I was young, and I loved smelling them. They smell so pretty, but they remind me of those. And I may not use all of them, but I'm just going to play with the daisies and pull them forward and backwards and pull more heads off flowers, and like this, and pull some of the blue in, you know. I will deal with those in a minute. All right, so now I'm just going to stick some of these in here in the front. Stick one over here. And sort of push it down a little bit. There we go. And like I said, you can play and adjust when you get them all in here. And but I really wanted to have some of my mama's daisies in here. Okay. But the pink does kind of brighten it up a bit. There we go. Whoopsie. Okay. And I am going to leave some of the greenery in here so that, I mean, it needs greenery, right? Okay, so that's how that looks. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut some little tiny sections of the daisies off. And I'm going to sort of manipulate them a little bit. And I'm just going to stick one or two in here like this underneath that. I've used almost a whole head of them, so there we go. Maybe tuck one in like this. Where it can be seen. Okay, there we go. Now, I was debating about what to do with, I'm going to fix this once and for all. I was going to stick some flowers that fell off down in here. I was debating about what to do with the front of the basket. If I wanted to put a bow or something like that on there. But I think I'm going to leave it natural for right now. And then maybe if I find a little spring sign at Dollar Tree that I like, I may put that on there. But for right now, I think I'm just going to leave it the way it is. But I would love to find something welcome on here. It looks a little farmhouse right now, but like I said, I'm going to show it to you in just a minute. Now, I'm going to flip this over. And you can see, you know, these will, we don't want the flowers to fall out. So what I'm doing is sticking the stems, if they reach underneath here. And then I wanted some burlap, but I wanted this to be from a Dollar Tree, all Dollar Tree product, and so I didn't get any burlap. They used to have it and sell it in sheets, but I don't think they do anymore. So what I'm going to do is cut this out, and we're going to glue it on the back, trim it up and glue it on the back. So I'm just going to cut this out. And then and I'll have to, you know, adjust and trim and stuff like that, but we don't want it sticking past the edges of the thing. So I'm just going to go around and do one side first, and then we'll just trim and adjust. And be very careful because hot glue is going to come through these holes. So be very, very, very careful putting on so you don't burn yourself. And like I said, I will go around and trim the edges if it's sticking out. But once this is on, I'm pretty sure that you can take your flowers in and out or change the flowers if you would like, because it's not, the flowers are not glued in there. So I'm going to finish gluing this on, and when I get through, I'll come back and show it to you. Okay, guys, this is the back, and I just put it on there and then just trimmed around it. And this is the front. I think it came out really pretty. Now, if you'll notice, I did add some more flowers in it because it was looking a little empty to me. And I'm just not sure about putting something on the front yet. I had thought about maybe putting some extra flowers on the front or maybe at the bottom, but I'm not sure. But if I change it, I will definitely show it to you. I'll post it on Instagram if I change it. So, let me go hang it up and I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, guys, so this is what it looks like. I did put some little flowers down here at the bottom of it, the top, I just think it came out really cute. Like I said, if I find something, maybe spring or something to put right here, I may do it or I may not. I don't know. But I just thought I would show it to you like this. I got my little one, Catalina, holding it for me because I couldn't turn my camera around to do it on the door. Alright, guys, so give me a thumbs up if you liked this project. And don't forget to click the subscribe button if you've not done so yet. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you'll give it a try. It's very easy to do. It's a little time consuming. It did take a little time to do all this, but it's not that bad. Alright, thanks again. Have a good day. Bye.